Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Sheila goes after Taylor's medical license for inappropriate conduct with Deacon. Taylor Hayes has built a sterling reputation. A world-renowned psychiatrist, she's known for her calm composure, sharp insight and uncompromising ethics. But lately, cracks are showing in the facade. After her split from Ridge Forrester, she has accepted two things: that she is wounded, and that she's open to new possibility. Enter Deacon Sharp. He is troubled, emotionally raw, and seeking solace. He believes Taylor is the only one who can help him make sense of his guilt, hurt and longing. And so the sessions begin. Taylor meets Deacon in her office. Thoughtful, professional. She listens. He speaks. But behind the veneer of therapy a different dynamic takes shape. Deacon is drawn to Taylor. He responds to her in a way that he rarely has before, with vulnerability. And Taylor finds herself responding, not just as doctor, but as woman. She allows herself empathy, understanding, emotional warmth. She treats Deacon like a patient, and perhaps more. Meanwhile, Sheila Carter, Deacon's wife, sees everything. Or at least sees what she fears. She was supportive when Deacon began therapy. She told herself she was healed, changed, better. But when she observes the lingering glances, the extra hugs, the private conversations, she feels her marriage slipping. And with that fear comes rage. Sheila recalls the moment with chilling clarity. The hug Deacon and Taylor shared after a session, the moment slipping from therapist-patient into something more. The glimpse of Taylor offering solace, the look in Deacon's eyes as if he were seeking refuge not from his past, but from his present. Sheila's threat resurfaces: if you cross the line, I'll kill you. Was that promise empty? Possibly. But this time, revenge doesn't need a gun. It needs something that hurts Taylor at her core, her professional identity. Taylor has always been proud of her license, her credentials, her role as healer. Sheila knows this. And if Taylor is slipping toward a boundary violation, if patient and doctor blur lines, then that license becomes vulnerable. In Soapland, ethics are seldom rigid for long. Rumors start. Sheila plants seeds. Whispers that Taylor is emotionally involved with her husband. That therapy sessions have become too comfortable. That Taylor has allowed Deacon's vulnerabilities to become more than professional. The impetus for Sheila's move comes not from proof, but from fear. Fear that Deacon doesn't need her. Fear that Taylor is rewriting his story and rewriting their marriage. So Sheila decides, if she can't keep him, then she'll destroy what Taylor has built. She, or her proxies, begin to file complaints, to question Taylor's conduct, to raise the specter of inappropriate doctor-patient contact. Even without a smoking gun, the threat of a formal investigation rattles Taylor. Rumors swirl. Hospital administrators look askance. Taylor's reputation teeters. Taylor, for her part, tries to stay above board. She reminds Deacon of the boundaries. She schedules strictly defined sessions. She documents. And yes, sometimes she feels alive in Deacon's presence, but she keeps herself in check. But with every emotional confession Deacon makes, Taylor's heart softens. She sometimes holds his hand too long. She sometimes allows a hug that lingers. On screen it's subtle. In behind the scenes it's dangerous. Soap viewers know, the counselor and patient storyline is tricky terrain. And for Taylor, the road gets slick. Sheila's campaign escalates. She uses her knowledge of the hospital, the license board, the rumors. She allies with people who have grievances with Taylor, maybe a nurse, maybe a former patient, maybe a hospital board member. She feeds them small tidbits. Did you notice how Taylor and Deacon linger after sessions? Did you hear what Deacon said about her? How he trusts her like no one else? That kind of whispering poison. The host culture picks it up, no good trail behind this therapist. Taylor senses the shift. She used to walk into the hospital with confidence. Now eyes follow her, whisper as she passes. Even her colleagues start to wonder. Of course, Deacon is conflicted. He came for healing. He didn't come to complicate lives. When Sheila confronts him, he defends Taylor. She helped me when I had no one. Still, he feels guilt. He knows his marriage is wounded. He knows Taylor is an attractive, brilliant woman. And he knows his feelings are more than professional. That asymmetry itself becomes leverage for Sheila. You knew what you were doing when you reached for her hand. She will accuse him. You knew better. And she knew you were vulnerable. Taylor's file becomes a battleground. We reach the moment. The hospital board receives a letter. A complaint of boundary violations filed anonymously. Taylor receives a hearing notice. Deacon is summoned to testify. Sheila sits back, cool, collected, but inside she's triumphant. She's taken the fight to a higher ground. She's no longer just custodian of her marriage. She's raider of Taylor's world. Her target, Taylor's career, her identity, her future. Taylor fights back. She enlists her attorney. She points to her records. She insists her conduct was within professional bounds. Deacon testifies, "She helped me. I hired no one. We had one conversation that some might misinterpret, but there was no affair." The tension builds. Will Taylor lose her license? Will Deacon admit something real? Will Sheila's threat cross into violence? Because nothing on this show stays purely civil for long. Meanwhile, Taylor's life outside the office is unraveling too. Ridge Forrester, always a wild card, returns with concern. He wonders aloud if Taylor has traded one tumultuous relationship for another. Brooke Logan watches, suspicious. And Deacon's children sense something off. The walls are closing in. From a storytelling standpoint, this plot ticks many boxes: vulnerability, morality, revenge, professional jeopardy, marriage in crisis. Taylor and Deacon's chemistry is the gas, Sheila's vengeance is the fire, and the license board hearing is the fuse. Soap opera gold. But for the characters, Taylor must ask herself what matters more, her license or her conscience. Does she step back from Deacon entirely and preserve her career? Or does she risk everything for someone who needs her? Deacon must ask, is he chasing a comfortable shoulder or seeking genuine change? Sheila must ask, will revenge heal her? Or will it destroy her?